agriculture is kind of no sleep, but it's get up early, go to work in the summer, and then during school, just going straight after school. Time management, it's not like I have a daily schedule for homework and stuff. I'll kind of, make time to do it in a block of time rather than just like, oh, I have this schedule, because that is the thing. My schedule with the jobs is pretty flexible, so I might work more on scouting one day and more on research the next day. Part-time for both. One would be a orchard scout, and then the other one would be a research technician. So for scouting, I'm going around different orchards around West Michigan, mostly apples, looking for pests and diseases and doing assorted trap counts and just assessing the crop for damage and predicted damage, and then sending that into growers and then sending that into my dad to create a spray program for all of those. And then at LTI, I am recording data for trials, which there's a million different trials. There's, I think, over 200 this year. So the main ones for the most data collection that we have to do would be the thinning trials, so counting blossoms, counting clusters of apples and stuff like that, measuring them across the entire season, and then, just regular maintenance of the farm. So there's hand thinning, there's trimming, there's all of this stuff, which some of that is trials and some of that is just normal orchard maintenance. Probably one of the most exciting parts that is my favorite to do would be testing like technology, like FarmView, the scanner. I think the most important thing is like connections, networking with a variety of growers. So how closely the school is interacting with growers around their area, and what opportunities for in-field outside work they have, because you can spend all day in a classroom learning about apples or whatever, but you don't really truly understand any part of how to grow them unless you're out there at the university, how much they value outside of the classroom work and their relationship with growers around them. When I started working more in depth, I guess, as a kid you're always like trimming or whatever, but you're actually out there making decisions and seeing more how all of the parts of pruning, spraying, all of that go together, and then how all of that is affected by economics, which is why the agribusiness. I'm very interested in how that all fits together specifically to agriculture. There's not a lot of businesses where you have to check the weather report every 1 hour or whatever. You can be a great horticulturist. You can come up with the most amazing way to grow fruit, but if it's just not practical, it's not economical, then it's never going to be used at a widespread scale. So I think that is most important with the business, is finding your technology, finding your research, and fitting that all into your budget, fitting that all into all of these pieces of agriculture and getting it to fit together perfectly to have a profitable business. I would just encourage girls to get into ag. That's the number one thing that I've noticed, is whenever I go to these conferences and these meetings, I can count on my 10 fingers how many girls are in the room. So the biggest thing that I would like to say to my peers is, if you're a girl, don't be afraid to break into the industry, I guess, and that is what needs to be moving forward.